Hey there, I'm the Hybrid, we're all friends. Welcome to part 2 of my Rollover DJ tutorial. And this is going to cover the guitar solo. I'd just like to point out before I start this lesson that I honestly don't know if any of this is absolutely correct. It just sounds decent, I guess, to my ear. I'm just going off my ear, really. I don't know if it's spot on. If it isn't spot on, and you know that's not spot on, please comment in the section below. Or if you know how to play the solo and see any errors, you know, by all means. But from what I gather, and from what I've seen live, from snippets on the internet, of Jet playing the song, is that the solo for the most part seems to be improvised when they play it live. So I'm not exactly sure that there's any real right way to play this specific type of solo. But I guess so. This is just sort of, I guess, my version of it, and I'm going off the studio recording. So yeah, let's skip to the parts. So what I'm doing is I am on the 10th fret of the G string with my first finger, and I'm going to hammer on to the 11th fret. Okay, after that, I'm going to do a double stop with my first finger on the 10th fret of both the high E and the B string. So together you end up with, okay, relatively, I think, pretty simple if you get the hang of it. Maybe a bit of practice, but yeah. And then there's this next part after. So it's another double stop. This time with your third finger, your ring finger. And you're going to hit that 3 times. It's another double stop. This time on the B string and the G string. So that's the third highest and second highest string. So I think you end up. Right? Okay. And then you're going to go with your ring finger to the 12th fret of the, the D string, and add a bit of vibrato if you want. Make it fancy, make it your own, you know. But together you end up with okay, pretty cool. I don't know, I kind of like it. Anyway, so we're gonna bring it down from here, and we're gonna do the exact same pattern. So basically everything that we just did, we're just gonna move it down 2 frets. Okay? So everything like the 12th fret for that last lick is now gonna be the 10th fret. Okay? So first version, and you're doing the exact same thing. So okay? Okay, cool. Okay, so this next part of the solo is down around the 5th, 3rd and 5th fret area down here. So after we've done, we're going to want to go from the 3rd fret on the D string and slide it up to the 5th fret, and then hit it again. Okay? Okay? Then we're going to go to the 3rd fret on the G string, right there, up to the 5th fret on the G string. You want to bend it up. Hit it once, and then bend it up. Bring it back down again. Pull off to the 3rd fret on the G string. Back to the 5th fret on the D string. Go back to the 3rd fret on the G string. 5th fret on the G string. And then back to the 3rd fret on the G string. So that's a bit long, a lot of repetition in there, but together it sounds like once sped up. Okay, and then after that, we're going to want to do slide again from the 3rd to the 5th fret, back to the 3rd fret on the G, 5th fret on the G, and we're going to want to do a double stop on the 5th fret on the G and the B strings, and we're going to want to bend it up and down. Okay, so this next section is same thing as last time, as you guys know. Only this time, once we finish the lick and end up on the 12th fret of the D string, we're going to want to go to the 10th fret of the G string, and then the 12th fret of the G string. Then we're going to, after we end up here, we're going to want to go back to a double stop. We're going to want to take it back here and do a double stop on the G and B string on the 10th fret, and bend it up, back down again, double stop, same strings, G and B on the 8th fret, and you're going to want to go down to the 10th fret on the D string, back to the 2nd double stop, the one at the 8th fret on the G and B, and back to the 1st double stop there at the 10th fret on the B and G, and you want to bend that last one. So together you got okay. And yeah, that should take us to the second last sort of part of the solo. Okay, so the second last part of the solo goes like this. Alright, so what I'm doing there is, once you've done that last part, we're going to go back down to the G, 5th fret on the G string, and we're going to want to bend that one up. Then we're going to want to take our first finger and play the 3rd fret on the E string, and use the same finger and then play the 3rd fret on the B string. So you should end up with that. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to use our ring finger and bring it over to the, what is that? That is the 6th fret on the B string for a split second, if that. So that last sort of slide up, that is on, so sorry, from the 6th fret, you're going to want to slide up to the 13th fret on the B string, and you're going to want to bend that up a few times. And hit it again, and hit it again, and one more time. So together you have yep. And that should take us to the last part of the solo, which goes like this. Okay, so yeah, so that's how that starts off, is on the D string, 12th fret, double stop on the B and G strings on the 10th fret. Go to the another double stop on the 12th fret, still B and G strings. Bend that one up. Bend it back down. Double stop on the 10th fret. Go back to the 12th fret on the D. You want to do that slide again from 10 to 12. Double stop yet again on the 10th fret of the B and G string. 12th fret, still a double stop, B and G, same thing. Bend it up again. Bend it up again. There we go. Alright, so all together, what you've got there is... and there you go. You've got the entire solo. So, yeah. Okay, so you guys may notice a beat going on behind you right now. And that's because I'm going to do something that could probably help out a lot of you guys for learning how to work with this type of solo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the rhythm section, the rhythm guitar part, of the solo at this tempo. So it's going to be, well, relatively speaking, much slower than it's played in the studio and live. So yeah, hopefully this will help you out, give you a feel of what playing the solo is like, or at least my version of it, because probably none of it's right. But anyway, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I've been the Hybrid. We're all friends. Thank you for checking out this episode and series on Jet's Rollover DJ. Yet again, this is my first sort of time going over through a cover of a song. Never really done it before. So I'm sorry if what you've heard and what you've learned isn't like exactly coherent with what Jet plays live, or in the studio. And yet again, my apologies for that. If that's the case. But, I hope, if nothing more, that this lesson has taught you a few skills here and there, a few cool tricks. There's a lot of cool stuff in the solo that you can use everywhere, if you know how to sort of apply it, and just play around with it, So, yeah, thanks for checking it out, and, yeah, you guys have yourself a good night.